The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. Today, two teams collide from the Pac-12, and conference implications are aplenty. As we'll see, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. This offense has a second down play. To throw, it's Weeks. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground.
Everybody wants to play Owen.
Gets set, first down. From the gun,
oh, for fuck's sake, somebody block that guy.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and
what up,
he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
He'll try it again. Just buried it.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back in the coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back cat-like quickness?
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass.
Come on, get around the side.
Stop short on 4th down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Fires to the right. And he dropped it.
Shouldn't ate that popcorn tease.
All the way in.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Oh, pick it off.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone.
My guy didn't even put his hands up.
The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomers, Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football,
bro.
the individual chance you get. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in a game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer!
Sooner!
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Here come the Irish back on offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Handoff from the shotgun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires on the move. He makes a catch. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give to the tailback. Keeps the legs moving. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation.
That was not the play I fucking
picked.
picked.
Drill in an eyelash. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back.
Throw into the end zone. And it's picked off. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back to its own. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 7, Notre Dame 0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looks as if he's going to run it. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Weeks. He's got it. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean,
trying to
so
catch
many
it behind
guys,
him.
and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside that are going to make plays, obviously it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
Everybody on defense did such a good job on that play, leveraging the football and using the sideline to their advantage. They weren't letting him get north. They forced him east-west, got him out of bounds for a loss.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Sooners will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. They'll go with a direct snap. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Coming after it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the field.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Hawaii is ahead in this one, but unlike the playing days of Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang, this has not been a blowout today in Aloha Stadium. They're up by 10 over San Jose State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to throw, it's Weeks. Pocket starts to collapse. He's moving out of the pocket. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down.
I fucking hate this guy. He's wide open and he fails it.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
this will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Heel off one deep down the left side. And the pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Going for the big play. It's in.
This guy fucking
they
sucks.
tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this quarter.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
He wants to throw. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
The give to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Irish send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to build.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
He's looking for a man on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man on the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on down.
And that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it and maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Just going to keep it after the snap.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Back to pass, it's Weeks. Got his man. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play, guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
7, Notre Dame 6.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Looking to throw for it. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
And
Why am I an O lineman down there?
The incompletion on first down.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
It's a fucking O-line guy.
Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. To the ground to try to move the chains. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Trying the left side. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 13.
Picks up 3. Brings up second down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They move on top here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Direct snap. Just couldn't nudge it across for the 2-point conversion. They'd hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback. And now you throw another one, you know, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Hey, that's a safety.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past.
He lost one down the sideline. And he hauls it in.
Fuck out of here.
And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Power football with the run.
Holding.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the
got away with one on that one.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be third down. Threw a pick last time, almost threw another one. But you know what? I like the fact that this dude has no conscience.
None. Arm arrogance, right? He's going to spin the football, try to make plays. Listen, take the good with the bad, right? He's going to make some plays. He's going to give some away. Let's try to do a little bit more of the playmaking as opposed to giving it to the other team, though.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the third time today. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to get it through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
What a great stop by this defense. Way to bow your neck. Now you got a chance to give the offense the football back, go out, try to make something happen late in this game, and maybe walk away with the victory.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll leave it with him. The Sooners get it past the sticks.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still...
Oh, no, I let him in the fucking...
Touchdown, Sooners! In the final moments, they've taken the lead. Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. A run for the quarterback. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Here come the Irish back on offense. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best.
He's going to let it go. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Irish! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And
looking to take a shot. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls away.
And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Weeks. Moving away from pressure. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Now 7 defensive backs on the field getting ready for a passing down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's going to pass. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, and they had a chance in the end zone, and he just couldn't come up with it, and that's going to do it. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another